get ready with me while I talk about life and just ramble. As you can see, I've been crying. I just found out last night that my therapist of almost 3 years passed away. And this is the second big loss that I've had in the last few months, and it's just bringing a lot of hurt, obviously, but also my mind is just going a mile a minute thinking about honestly just about all of the hurt and pain and loss that we as humans have to go through just naturally in our life. And I know I'm not alone when I say that that the feeling of loss is just the worst pain ever, obviously. And I don't know if it's ironic or just straight up mean, rude that we have to, it's the number one thing that we as humans have to go through multiple times in our lifetime is loss and losing people that we love, whether it's family members or friends or people we look up to, people we've never even met before, and it's it hurts. And this is just going to be a rambling video, by the way, because I just need to spew out my thoughts, and hopefully there's other people out there that need to hear or just talk about this stuff. But I just have so many thoughts. I lost my grandpa in December from cancer. And obviously that fucking hurts because that's, someone that's been in my life forever. My mom's father. And I've gone through loss before. I lost my brother, my half-brother, when I was, I think 13. Maybe I was younger than that. Sorry, I don't remember. But we weren't very close. So obviously, it sucks. But it just doesn't hurt the same, because I was so young. So now that I'm older and I'm going through loss with the mind that and the awareness that I have now, it is harder and it hurts more. And if I've only gone through these few major losses in my life, it really scares me to think about how it's going to be when I lose the people that are really, really close and in my life. Obviously my grandpa was, but I didn't get to see him as much because he lived in Illinois, so I didn't see him all the time. And yeah, it hurts and I cry when I really think about it. And same thing with my therapist. My therapist was a really big part of my life, and I saw him once a week. And not only that, but he helped me get through things in a different way than other people could help me get through them. And even though I have the love and support of my family and my partner and my friends and stuff, it's not having the professional help that has helped me for the last few years, losing someone like that, and just all of the knowledge he has given me, and the knowledge I have yet to learn from him that I now will not be able to learn from him, really makes me sad and also scared for when I do lose the people that are really, really close to me in the future, not having him now to help guide me. If I'm hurting this bad from him being gone, I know I'm gonna be okay, but like, I really fear for the moment that other people are gone from my life that are gonna hurt even more so, and I don't have him to help me get through it. Like, I know I'm gonna be okay, like, I'm gonna survive, everything's gonna be fine, but it scares me. And I don't want to feel this type of pain anymore. The feeling of loss, the feeling of grief, like, I don't want to feel it anymore. And that's just not realistic, and it's not in my control. And the person that would help me navigate through those feelings is no longer here with us. And so I feel a little lost and just scared. And I just keep going back to telling myself, though, that, like, I'm okay. Like, I'm gonna survive. So is it just getting through that, like, just enduring that pain? Like, it's inevitable, so it's just, like, learning even more so about myself and how to handle this grief best for myself. Like, is that what this lesson is? Like, because when I lost my grandpa, I messaged him for some advice, and he said there's always learning lessons in pain. Like, that's what pain is for, is to learn. And so I'm like, I just keep thinking of that, and I'm like, okay, so what is there to learn from this pain? Is it to learn more about ourselves as humans and just to get closer to ourselves? I just don't understand. Like, it's just, I have all of the other things going through my head where it's like, you know, be grateful that you even got to, you know, have a relationship with someone that makes saying goodbye so hard. Like, or, you know, it's a blessing, not a loss, because now you have the memories and you know, you had the experiences and everything with them, but it just doesn't take away the fact that it hurts. Like, that doesn't, saying those things doesn't take the pain away. If anything, it makes the pain worse, because I'm like, yeah, exactly, that's why it hurts, because it was time to say goodbye. And the fact that it's like, I guess I just want to prepare for, like, when the inevitable happens with, like, my parents. If I'm already feeling this pain for my therapist, I can't imagine the pain that's gonna come with that. And now that he's not here, I'm scared. I'm really scared. And I don't know how to prepare for that, or, like, embrace the inevitable, you know? And that's just parents, you know? It doesn't account for, you know, losses that can happen literally tomorrow. I'm just talking about healthy old age, you know? But it's not even talking about, like, the losses that we endure that come unexpectedly, like friends or partners or siblings. Like, we expect that we're going to grow old with the people that are in our lives now, but I'm very, very lucky to not have had to go through these thought processes until my 30s, because I didn't go through a lot of loss, or I guess I didn't have, like, the emotional awareness about, like, oh yeah, I'm never gonna see this person ever again. Or I was just too young for it to really affect me. And so I'm very lucky to go this long in my life, and now I'm hyperfixating on it and trying to control the outcome, and I can't control it. and that freaks me out. And also one of my worst fears is the unknown. So and they all go hand in hand. Not knowing how I'm going to feel when someone else leaves this lifetime, not knowing when that is, not knowing who's going to be next, not knowing when or where it's going to happen, or, you know, where I'm going to be when it happens. All of these things scare me. And it makes me feel a lot of things. And I'm not even like... Another thing is, like, with my therapist, like, I hadn't been seeing him for a few months, so I know I'm gonna be okay, like, you know, on the daily. It's just like these scenarios that if they were to happen, like, man, I really want his guidance on them, just because I really trust him and love him. And he was like this old, wiser, like another grandpa or dad, pretty much. So it's also like, okay, is this stemming from a little place of codependency? Am I depending on his comfort to get me through these hard times? And I think it kind of goes back to that. And anyway, I'm just really, really scared about it. But now talking about it out loud, actually, I'm like, I know I'm going to be okay. And I think it is just a sign to get closer to myself and learn more about myself and do the things that feel right when these losses happen. I don't know, I know obviously loss is the one thing that everyone absolutely, whether you like it or not, or acknowledge it or not, as a human collective, we all go through it. And I just want this to kind of be like an open space for people to comment or respond to my video and tag me in some way or something, just to open up the conversation with like other perspectives and stories, conversations, to help us all like get through the inevitable. Because it's like, I don't think it's ever going to get easier, and it's only going to happen more and more throughout our life, you know? So unfortunately, it's like trying to avoid it is only going to make, sorry, my nose itches. Trying to avoid it when it's going to happen, whether you like it or not, that's not going to help at all. Avoiding is not the answer. Avoiding the situation and avoiding the conversations before they happen, because they're so taboo. They're so like hard to talk about, because no one wants to endure that pain before it happens. Like talking about death, oh, let's not talk about that. Oh my God, why does the conversation have to get so morbid? And it's like, that's life. And like, if we just always fucking pretend like it's not gonna fucking happen, when it does happen, it's gonna hurt 20 million times worse, because you made your subconscious believe that it's not gonna happen. And I think I would much rather talk about the fact that it is going to happen. And again, people could see this conversation as morbid, but I just see it as real. And like I said, I've gone through a lot of loss the past couple of months, so that's just where my mind is at. And I'm just being real. So anyway, that's it. Well, thanks for being here if you watched the whole thing. Sorry this isn't my normal stuff I post, but I just wanted to be real and authentic with you guys. And yeah, hopefully someone else relates to this and makes you feel less alone or a little more comforted. Okay, love you guys so much. Bye.